Okay, good afternoon and welcome to today's edition of NWCR's Removing the Liberal Blindfold for this Wednesday, the 10th day of February in the year of our Lord 2021. From the Epic Times comes today's story, Psaki dodges question about laid-off pipeline workers and green jobs. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki, the lady who is always circling back, on Monday, dodged a question from a reporter about when unemployed Keystone Pipeline worker can expect the new green employment. The move to scrap construction of Keystone XL pipeline could directly eliminate an estimated 11,000 jobs and affect another 60,000. The action was part of a series of executive orders signed by acting President Joe Biden on his first day in office, affecting permits signed over the last 4 years that do not serve the U.S. national interest, including revoking the presidential permit granted to the Keystone XL pipeline. The president has said he has plans for mine reclamation and cleanup projects that would create new jobs where the workers are laid off. Not now, but plans for later. These people are out of work now. Special Presidential Envoy for Climate John Idiot Kerry said on January 28th that Biden wants to make sure workers in the energy industry, quote, have better choices in the jobs that pay better and are cleaner, unquote. Kerry gave an example of being a solar power technician instead of a miner. He disputed that dealing with climate comes with the expense of energy workers, adding that there is a lot of money to be made in the creation of new, healthier jobs in a sector such as green hydrogen and geothermal heat. On Monday, Fox News' Peter Doocy asked Psaki at the White House press conference, quote, when is it that the Biden administration is going to let the thousands of fossil fuel industry workers, whether it's pipeline workers or construction workers who are either out of work or will soon be out of work because of a Biden executive order, when is it and where they can go for the green jobs, unquote. Psaki responded with, quote, I would certainly welcome you to present your data of all the thousands and thousands of people who are getting a green job. Maybe next time you're here you can present that, unquote. Doocy shot back before citing AFL-CIO President Richard Trumka that had criticized Biden's revocation of the Keystone XL permit, quote, but you said that they would be getting green jobs, so I'm just asking when that happens, unquote. He went on to say, the Laborers International Union of North America said the Keystone decision will cost 1,000 existing union jobs and 10,000 projected construction jobs. He continued, referring to a report published on January 20th. There are people living paycheck to paycheck. There are now people out of jobs once the Keystone Pipeline stopped construction. It's been 19 days since that executive order. So what are these people who need money now? When do they get their green jobs? Unquote. Psaki responded by saying that Biden will share more details of a plan to create green jobs in the weeks ahead. And now to remove the liberal blindfold here, folks. Her answer on this one shows just how little the leftists in our government care about the people they are supposed to be representing. If they were really concerned, Biden would not have gotten rid of those jobs on his first day. If he was really concerned about the people and the kinds of jobs, he would have sat down with the moguls of big government and green jobs and got them going on the jobs that would replace the jobs he actually got rid of. First off, folks, it is up to the states and the local governments to tell us what to build and what not to build, not the federal government. When the pipeline was stopped by Biden, the states should have stepped in to start it back up again. When the border wall was stopped by Biden, the states should have started it up again. We do not need the federal government to do these things. But Biden doesn't care about the people or the laws or the Constitution. He just wants to control all of us. He doesn't care. He just signed the bill and got rid of thousands of jobs, just like that. No replacement jobs in sight. No concern for the workers or their families. The only concern that Biden had was to make America stagnant again. Instead of MAGA, Biden is wanting us to call him Massa. And in his first week of being in the White House, he has thrown thousands of Americans who voted for him under the bus. Then he got into the bus, started it, and drove over him. That is what is going on here in America. And as long as you say you are mad and you don't do anything about it, then you are a coward. When you have a governor, as I do, who thinks that she is Queen of New Mexico, it is time to tell her she is not. I will not obey any governor, president, or mayor who tells me that he or she is above the law of the land. And folks, we have to get this straight. The law of the land is the Constitution. And right now we have a so-called president who is trampling all over that and who will not follow the Constitution. Why? Because he doesn't want to be bound by the law of the land or by God. And I will not follow and obey such a man. Governor Grisham has New Mexico right now on the brink of bankruptcy, and it is the last in the nation statistically. The most locked down in the nation. On the stats, New Mexico is 51st in the nation. That means that either Cuba or Washington, D.C. is less locked down than we are. And they are not even states. People here are scared out of their ever-loving minds because of the media and our governor, and they stay locked up in their houses wearing at least one mask. And the problem is the people are cowards for not going out and confronting her. I have written her 6 times, given her 6 videos telling her the science is not on her side, telling her that this state needs to open back up. I even put on the email to her that I wanted her to reply to me. She is the coward and never did. Why? Because she feels like she is the Queen of New Mexico while bankrupting the state, and we are nothing but peons to her. The people are cowards for allowing this to happen. Almost all the churches in the city of Albuquerque follow her orders. Mine doesn't. I went to church last night to a packed house. No one was wearing a mask, and everyone was happy and worshiping God with singing and praying. Even the cops were there to direct traffic when the service was over. Does New Mexico need to be locked up because of COVID? No. Because our governor wants us to be, we are. The only thing that needs to be done is to use common sense. If you are sick, stay home. Rest. If you have to go out, wear a mask to protect others. If you are healthy, you are doing nothing but hurting yourself by wearing a mask. I won't follow her orders because she is not my boss. I am hers. And yes, I will probably send her this update. Why? Because we have to fight back or we are going to lose everything. She is not who I pledge allegiance to. I pledge allegiance to the flag, and I follow the law of the land, our Constitution. Michelle Lujan Grisham is nothing but a coward who has decided to hurt New Mexico and keep us under her thumb. It is time the people started to let her know that she is wrong. It is time the people of this nation rose up and let the president know that he is not who we pledge allegiance to. We pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. We follow the law of the land, and that law isn't Biden. It is the Constitution, period. Thank you again for listening to us here at NWCR, heard through Conservative Nation Media from behind the silver microphone of freedom with the voice of reason in this increasingly unreasonable world where America always wins. Now, we still have to pray for America, folks, because the Democrats have sided with the devil and stupidity, and they are going to be the undoing of this nation until we call on God to help him save us. We need to start electing people who revere God, the Constitution, and our laws, and even people who have an inkling of common sense would be good too, because that is something that is sorely missing in Washington, D.C. these days. We will continue to be here to give you the truth that the lamestream lying media will not. See you again tomorrow on my update from New Mexico's Freedom Studio, brought to you by Conservative Nation Media. Have a great day, and God bless you all.